Hi, and welcome to Farm Schoolhouse. So, I hadn't intended on part of my posts on my YouTube being about mental health, but here we are. So, I am currently undoing a lot of decisions that I made when I was pregnant and postpartum with my boys. They were 22, 23 months apart. And Mason was born during 2020, and I had severe anxiety. I still have severe anxiety, postpartum depression, and I made a bunch of decisions. I was really excited about farming, but I had no idea what was involved, and I watched The Biggest Little Farm, and I found it inspirational. So did my husband. We knew nothing about farming, nothing about gardening. We started with just some chickens in our backyard and some wood pallet garden beds and some pots, and then we bought our property and we just moved super fast, and we got a lot of animals. We did fencing, and we thought we were doing it the right way. We thought we were doing the right thing, and I knew deep down in my heart that I was making a lot of decisions out of fear. My husband is a police officer, and so I was afraid of what would happen if something happened to him. So I wanted to get the farm functioning so that we could potentially make income if something was to happen to him. And he also has some health issues, so I was also worried about losing him to COVID. All kinds of things were going on at the time. So anyway, I partly out of excitement, partly out of fear, made a bunch of decisions to get a bunch of things and do a bunch of things. And then once we had Mason, it was really hard, but we seemed to keep up decently. But then once I got pregnant with Bo, my second pregnancy was really hard, mentally and physically. And then when I had Bo, I had severe postpartum depression and anxiety. And I pretty much am now just going back through all of our farm stuff, and I have downsized. We used to have over 100 chickens. We used to wash them and sell them, and I made all these different things, and it was insane. I did goat cheese with goats. I had tried to do milking with a cow and all that, and all of this while knowing nothing about animal husbandry, nothing about gardening. I made 2 different beautiful garden areas, and then I had started on a food forest, and all of it with the best of intentions and the most pure of heart. But unfortunately, a lot of that fell to the wayside because of our struggles financially, mental health wise, just a whole bunch. And physically for me, at first, both of my pregnancies resulted in my having even more physical struggles. So I've been really taking care of myself, learning my body's rhythms. And for a long time, I had a hard time with shame and guilt. And so instead of facing my problem, I would just be absolutely paralyzed. And so I would see the messes, I would see the overgrowth and everything, and I would just think that I was a failure and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And so right now I am trying to turn a new leaf and show my kids, I remember telling them all the time, I say, it's okay to make a mess as long as you clean it up. So that's currently what I'm doing. So right now I am trying to clear out our barn. And so that looks like me having said yes to accepting a lot of plywood that it was just random scraps. I'm not even sure who we got them from at what point. I had said yes to just so much scrap, and it was kind. It was out of the kindness of people's hearts that they wanted to donate different things. Come here, Bubby. It's okay. Come here. And so now I'm undoing that because we had made this barn so beautiful. My husband and my dad had worked on it, and just because of the Overwhelm, the animals had broken into it, and they had just absolutely trashed the inside. So I'm not living in shame, and I'm not living in guilt. So I am showing you what I'm dealing with. So here is the inside. It is actually, believe it or not, a lot better because we've been burning a lot of this plywood all day. Our plan is to little by little clear that out and just get things back under control. And I think it's important, you know, for me to show my kids that, like, you know, you can make mistakes, but you need to take accountability for them and to try to fix your messes. And so I want to go forward with our farm with making purposeful decisions made out of commitment and love, not out of fear. So yeah, so I'm burning these today, and I've been cleaning up, and every day I've been working just a little bit towards our getting our farm back under control and really learning what we are capable of as a family so that we have a peaceful farm and a peaceful homeschool experience. So yeah, thank you for following Stillwell Farm Schoolhouse. I appreciate the love and kind words from people thus far. And I'm, like I said, I'm just trying to keep this page real. I'm not going to pretend that farming is easy. I'm not going to pretend that I have everything together, because I don't. So anyway, I hope that you like the realness. If not, that's okay. This is what it is. And this is postpartum mama life with a now 3 and 5-year-old, trying to show my kids what taking responsibility, what having discipline is. So I love you all, and I hope that you will stay tuned. So I cleared this path more. I moved the logs that were along this path, and I mowed through here. I moved the tree that was right here out, and then I mowed over it once, but I'll have to mow over it again. But there's a mow pathway through here now, mow pathway through here. I'll probably have to move that thing eventually. Definitely gonna have to move that. We'll just have to cut this back periodically, but this is the biggest thing that I did today. So I mowed over this, and then I completely tore out those trellises that were here. So all of this is now open, and I'll be able to just mow over here from now on. So my next thing is taking out this, and then I think I might take this out or move it back. I'm not sure, but anyway. Yep, lots of progress today. Yeah.